On this short stack, we'll be talking about Unworthy Thor number 2, and I'm going to tell you if it's any good in 5 minutes or less. Issue 2 of Unworthy Thor opens up right where issue 1 left off, with Beta Ray Bill offering Thor his hammer. And Thor, still believing he's not worthy, and he's not worthy of Beta Ray Bill's friendship, he politely declines. He says Thor was worthy, the Odinson is not. But before anything else can happen between the two, they're attacked. They're attacked by this huge armada of ships. We don't know who's controlling them yet. Thor and Beta Ray Bill cut through the ships pretty easily. Odinson even makes a remark about how Thor held back, Odinson didn't. And Beta Ray Bill has this nice moment, this nice 2-page spread where he talks about how, you know, his Stormbreaker isn't quite as powerful as Mjolnir, but it's still forged from Odin's own power, and he cuts through a ship like it's butter. It's really great. Olivier Coipel's art is just on point in this issue. While Thor and Beta Ray Bill are fighting the ships, we cut to the inside of one of them, and we have this voice talking on this huge bomb saying this is one of the oldest in my collection. Of course, tipping us off that it is the collector that Thor and Beta Ray Bill are fighting, and that he's going to use this ancient bomb on them. The bomb works. Of course, it doesn't quite kill Thor, but Beta Ray Bill for the rest of the issue is MIA. While Thor is knocked out from the bomb blast, he actually gets a nice dream sequence where he meets Gorr the God Butcher again. If you don't know who Gorr is, please go back and read Jason Aaron and Asad Ribic's first couple of arcs of Thor. It is by far some of the best Thor work in the last couple of years, and you know, it plays on some of his insecurities and possibly some of the reasons why he might not be worthy to pick up the hammer. Thor wakes up and he starts talking to the collector, and he goes, you know, what are you doing? You can't hold me. I'm Thor. I'm going to get out of this. And the collector goes, well, I don't want you. I have you in old Asgard for a reason. I don't want you. I don't want old Asgard. I want what fell into old Asgard. And it's from here that we see the ultimate Thor's hammer. We find out that the collector has been wasting very valuable resources trying to pull the hammer just from the ground. The trick to the ultimate Thor's hammer that's not part of the main 616 Thor is that if you're not worthy for this hammer when you try to pick it up, it will destroy you. The collector thinks there's some kind of trick to getting the hammer, so he orders Thor to tell him what the trick is. Thor, of course, doesn't comply, saying, you know, I'm not worthy to pick up my own hammer. I don't know how this other hammer even exists, first off, and I wouldn't know the first thing about how to pick it up. The collector responds with bringing out this little boy who's the last of his race, and he goes, if you don't pick up the hammer, I'm going to shoot him in the back of the head. As the collector counts down, Thor increasingly just keeps saying, I don't know how to pick it up. I'm not worthy. There's no trick. It's just magic. And as it gets down and down into the countdown, he's counting from 10. Thor, it's getting angrier and angrier, and finally he goes, I will rip you to pieces if you shoot that child. Just when it reaches 1, the hammer responds with a nice huge crackoom. The guard that held the child prisoner is struck with lightning and killed, and everybody's just kind of like, oh, what? But in that moment, Thor gets a rush of memories from the ultimate Thor. He finds out that this Thor did live and breathe on the battlefield. He died with a hammer in his hands, and he was Thor. It's a really sweet moment where Thor goes, you know, he was worthy and I am, but before he can get out, I am worthy, or I am next, or I want to hold the hammer. The collector shoots him in the back. The collector says, all right, throw him to the side, make sure the body's near him. And they go, what body? And he shoots the little kid anyway, because the collector is a bit of a douchebag. I don't know if you know that or not. The issue actually ends on Earth at the Triskelion, with a hooded figure talking to someone behind a cell, saying, we know that this won't hold you, but I need help. You can help me, and I can help you in a different way. We don't know who the hooded figure is, but the person in the cell is revealed to be Thanos. Unworthy Thor issue 2 is a lot of fun. We're getting some more questions and answers in regards to why is Thor unworthy. It might have something to do with Gorr the God Butcher, which is really cool. If you haven't read anything with him, please go pick up the Jason Aaron and Asad Ribic series. It is the best Thor has been in probably since Walt Simonson wrote him. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me here on the Short Stack. For more Short Stacks, for more Comic Plunder, please remember to like and subscribe to the Comic Plunder YouTube page. Of course, am I wrong? Is this issue bad? Do you guys prefer male Thor? Do you guys prefer female Thor? Do you guys hate the Jason Aaron stuff? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next round.